Good evening to all of the alpha males. Good evening to all of the feminine women out there, and good evening to all the beta males who seek to make the transition. You will make the transition. So this video right here is about, even the Bible instructs us, including you, to leave negative people alone, especially if you're in a gang, right? If you're in a gang and you're hanging around negative people, the Bible, the basic instructions before leaving Earth, tells us to leave certain people alone so you could reach your potential, who you're supposed to be, who God created you to be. Alright? Matthew chapter 15, verse 14. It says, leave them. Okay? Because the blind leading the blind, they are leaders of the blind. I'm going to leave the verse down below so y'all could read it. You know what I mean? It says, leave them, and they are leaders of the blind. They're blind. They're leading the blind. And when you follow someone who is blind and walking in the dark, you're going to fall with them into a pit. Alright? You're going to fall with them into a pit. And do you know where that pit is? Do you know what the pit is? It's hell. Alright? It's somewhere, even prison. Okay? It literally tells you, leave them, let them alone. Because if you follow someone who is blind, typically gangs, if you're a gang banger, you're actually doing the will of Satan. Okay? Because Satan is biblically known for seeking to kill, steal, and destroy. Alright? I'm gonna leave that verse down there as well, as y'all could see it. And basically, when you're in a gang, you're saying under oath that you are abiding by Satan's law. And when you abide by Satan's law, God knows this, and it's not good. Okay? That's Satan's way to keep you bounded, because typically the average gang will tell you that you can't get out. And if you try to get out, something will happen to you. But if you have the Lord in your heart, Jesus, genuinely living for him, you will have no fear, because you know he's with you. And the Holy Spirit gives us not the spirit of fear, all right? But we fear God and not man. Okay? So you're not going to really worry about that when you break free from Satan's bondage. All right? Because Satan, some way, somehow, if you have the door open for him, he's going to call you right back to do something to down you, because that's what he wants to do. That's what demons want to do. They just want to down you. They want to enter your vessel to control you, to down yourself. All right? So you got to leave negative people alone. That is the cold truth of reality. You got to leave people alone who are negative, who are evil, that admit they're evil. All right? That admit they're on a demon time, right? They follow the indoctrination of demon time. Someone who is on demon time, you cannot be around someone like that. The Bible tells you not to do that. But if you ignore that instruction, which is one instruction out of many instructions of this game called reality, the Matrix, right? Then you will lose this game, because eventually, if you don't abide by God's law, right? Then you will lose. Alright? When you're condoning negativity, you're condoning Satan. Alright? You're condoning Satan and his law. When you speak death, when you're talking about things that are not of God, when you're talking about seeking to kill, steal, and destroy, that is of Satan. And when you spread the word of Satan, that is doing his will. That is a demon in the person doing his will. And eventually, when God gives Satan the green and the demons to take that person, then that person that didn't want to sacrifice the negative of this world, the pleasures of this world, right? When that person would rather keep the evil of this world rather than sacrificing it for God, and God knows that that person will never sacrifice that, that person's demise is going to come way more earlier than what it should have. That is the scary truth of reality here that we live in. Alright? If God knows that you're not going to change if you're a negative person, and if you know you're never going to change, your demise will hit you, and can hit you suddenly. Alright? Because God doesn't play around. That is the most foolish thing a person could do, is play around with God. Alright? That is not good. So if you're sitting there talking about killing, stealing, and destroying, what Satan is known for, and God knows this, your demise will come sooner. We're all going to die one day. Think about this for a minute. We're all going to die one day. We're all going to take a final breath. And if you die that type of person without Christ, you're going to find out. If you're not willing to sacrifice the gang, evil, the indoctrination for God, and God knows that you love that more than him, you're gonna lose. Because this world, we're living in a video game, not a video game. It's like a video game. All of this is a game. And the Bible, the basic instructions, are the instructions to beat this game. Alright? There are certain things. You ever play Mario and that little purple mushroom that if you touch the mushroom it just downs you, right? Like it makes you smaller or something like that. That purple mushroom in this game of reality, that is cigarettes, right? Drugs, pills, hard liquor, right? That is that purple mushroom in the game of Mario. But in Mario, you can get up to 99 lives. This game of reality we live in is we have one life. And when you lose that life, you're either going to go to two places depending, right? How you talked, how you lived your life, what you spoke to these people, and if you served Jesus Christ. Alright? We all choose where we want to go when we pass away. Okay? Bible itself tells us to leave them. Leave the negative people behind. You gotta make it. You have to do what it do. You have to do what it do to make God, to allow God to want to bless you. But if you're speaking death and not life to these people, and you're doing the work of Satan, you will cut your blessings short. Alright? Really short. Okay? Alright? God is real. He doesn't play around. When you're around negative people and demons, those are doors that are open and will remain open until your demise. Because if you have a demon in you right now, if you're watching this video and you have a demon in you, that demon that's inside of you doesn't care about you. And that demon in you will make you hate this when I say this, because the demon in you doesn't like when I preach the truth like this. Alright? If you have a demon in you right now, that demon in you will take you upon your demise. Because if it's in you, it's going to take your soul. And your soul is what's keeping your body moving. Your soul is what's making your body do this and move. Alright? That is reality for you. Your soul is what's keeping your body moving. And once you lose your soul, that's when your body goes limp. And you have your soul no more. So your body becomes like a shell. Like a snail in the shell. Without the snail in the shell can't move. And the shell is our body, and the snail is the soul. And our soul keeps our body moving. And without our soul, our body can't move. And when your soul leaves, when you don't have Christ, the light, the truth, the demon has that soul. And your body won't be able to move no more. The body will be like a shell. And our body is a shell. Everybody's body is a shell. And their soul is what's keeping their body moving. Alright? My soul made my head turn this way to look at the camera for a brief second. Okay? And when you have a demon in you, the demon is controlling your soul to do whatever the demon wants you to do subconsciously. That's why people down themselves. That's why people put themselves in prison for stupid crap. Alright? The Bible tells you, it instructs you. Matthew chapter 15 verse 14, leave them. Because they're leading the blind. When the blind leads the blind, and when you let the blind lead you, when you let an evil person with a demonic demon in him or her lead you, they're eventually going to lead you into a ditch. And that's where demons want you. They want you to fall into that ditch. Okay? Because demons don't care about you. They'll control you to down you so they can take you, man. Straight like that, man. Word up. That is the cold hard truth of reality. Alright. The Bible instructs us to leave that stuff. You must make sacrifices. You can't hold on to the gang. You can't hold on to negativity. You can't hold on, because when you hold on to that, they'll get a call eventually, again and again, eventually until it downs you to under the ground, physically, or in prison. Alright, because that's Satan's way to have you in bondage. When you sign up to be in a gang, you basically sign your soul to Satan, to the indoctrination, because you took an oath to give your life to the gang instead of giving your life to Christ. When you give your life to a gang, that means you'll die for it. And when you die for a gang, when you die for the gang, when you die for evil, the light will not be there to take you. It's actually going to be a demon that was controlling you while you was alive, to take you from your shell and place you in a place that you don't want to be at once you're there. This is God talking to me, to anybody who is living this lifestyle. Because if you're watching this video, if you see stuff like this, if you come across Jesus content and stuff like that in reality, that's God actually calling you. But if you ignore the call, you will not be chosen. Okay? If your name is not in the book of life, if your name is not in the book of life, then you will not inherit the kingdom of heaven. If you're a dark, evil person, you will not inherit the kingdom of heaven. Okay? That is the truth that is up to you to accept. But don't wait until it's too late. Because if you wait until it's too late, then you will discover the truth soon. Every person on this planet is going to discover the truth if they don't believe once that final breath hits them. And that is the cold, hard truth of reality. Alright? May you have gotten value of this video. Until then, I love y'all. Shit like that. Red pill reality, alpha male mentality.